afternoon. Farmers, I'm sure, would love to see a bit of rain. Maybe at the end of the week, by the looks of it, a chance. But great conditions for football. Sponsors on board, of course, Liberty Rule. You can give the guys a call there on 0488678018 and they deliver fuel straight to your front gate and to your fuel bowser as well. They are agents for Shell lubricants as well. Also for the first quarter coming up, we will touch on, just turn the page here. So first sponsor will be Dumbleyung Roadhouse as well, cafe and restaurant. There's a convenient stop for travellers and locals alike, a top-rated stop offering fuel, breakfast, lunch. Call ASIV on 04541. So I'll go again, 04501 59600. Better still, just call in and catch up with the guys. The Belt Up round, we'll touch on a few things as we go forward. Country football and WA and the Insurance Commission are proud to promote the Belt Up message today. It is the Belt Up round and we are just about ready to go. Should be an exciting game here today with the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars and the Brookton Pingelly Panthers as the siren sounds to get the ball rolling in the centre as Rucks set themselves, they fly high, ground level, Woodhouse it is. Got his boot into the ball, he sent it forward for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. A little kick goes to the centre of the ground. It's taken down there by a player in Beacon. Got the kick forward. Looking, Brookton Pingelly Panthers charging forward. Big kick on goal. And that was by Richardson. It's gone through for one behind only. On the Toolmart scoreboard, the Brookton Pingelly Panthers one behind here on this glorious afternoon. Jai DePayne with a little kick in board was good. Hand pass was laid off, back to Jai DePayne, going the far side of the oval, the Cougars. How was the kick? It ends up with centre wing, taken there by a player in Fletcher, I think it was, who brought it inboard. The kick went high and back into defence, and Jai DePayne is underneath the ball. Takes the mark, his little kick forward was good. To our big ruckman out there for the Cougars, and that is Matt Byron. Certainly a sizable lad. DePayne, well, he went to play on. He's going to get pinged here. No, play on's the call from the umpire. Just thought he had a little bit more time. It's taken away, and the kick from the Brookton Pingelly Panthers goes forward. Shotter gets across, and it takes the relieving mark for the Cougars. Austin Shotter squares it up to the centre of the ground. The kick was good. Mark has been taken by Sheldon Taylor. Laid the hand pass off. Cougars, long kick into the forward line. Knocked to the front of the pack. Dalton scoops it up. Might have got banged in the head. He was down low. And Dalton comes up with the free kick for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Here in the first term, his low trajectory kick was good. Travascus was on the end of it. Has marked the ball. No, it wasn't. It was 23 in Richardson. Looks like a pretty handy tie. Called to play on. Almost had it taken away. And it was Kynan Collard in front. Collard with the ball for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. He goes long with the kick from the forward line. It's come to ground level. Emerging was Shotter, I think. Centred out, sent the ball long. It was come to ground level once again. Coming through was Parsons. He was tackled dispossessed. Ball's gone out of bounds and we'll have a throw in on the far side of the oval. Here in these glorious conditions in the first quarter, brought to you by Dumbleyung Roadhouse and Cafe. Ball thrown in. I think the boundary umpire is going to be called to throw it in once again. Richardson was on the end of it. He was happy to take it and head off. Once again, I've got a bit of time out. Must be a blood rule. I think Dalton in that last collision certainly got a whack around the head, so he might be a blood rule by the looks. And to come on is George Hassel. No, not George Hassel. And he was just warming up. Young player coming on was Cameron Jetta with the orange boots.
Looking for the Cameron Jetta on this, right?
Yeah, looks he's a bit thinner and stuff like that. Cameron Jetta, he's not the old version Cameron Jetta that we've seen here before for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Okay, in the ruck, Byron was there. All full possession was good. Hand pass went out, but Jai DePayne sharked the ball under pressure. He got the kick away. It was great. Shotter. That was Stockton. Beautiful play as he went forward. Nelson was in front. Couldn't complete the mark. Hand pass out over the top. Holmes was there. He was tackled, pulled to the ground. And we'll have a ball up inside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Cougars. Rucks to set themselves. Full possession through the pack. Bit of scrambly play. Umpire says a free kick goes the way of the Cougars. And to Jai Payne, is it?
Yep.
He's certainly in defence, and now he's up forward line. A high kick into the corridor, but dropping back, and the best of marks was taken there by Beacom. Beacom for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers goes short to Conlon. Riley Conlon, he again goes short with a little kick to Henry Bletcherton in back pocket. Little stabby kick, he puts it up. Gee, it's going to come unstuck here. Back of the pack, but Shotter was good. Hand pass went out under pressure. It's inside the attacking 50-metre arc. In there was Howie. He was bundled out of the way as well. And we will have a ball up right on the 50-metre arc for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the first term. Both sides just testing each other. Byron won it down. Pack forms though. In there was Rowe, stood up, got it out to Richardson, quickly on his boot to set it forward. Austin Shotter was under it. A bit of a juggled mark, but he did take it in the centre of the ground. He looks long, lays the kick out, puts it up. It was a good lead off the pack. Was taken by Stockton Shotter, wasn't no, it was Will Liston. Yeah. And a snap-on goal, and a beautiful goal at that. That is a big contender for the CSBP Fertilisers. Goal of the day. Contact your local agent. And an absolute fabulous snap-on goal, and beautiful roving off the pack as well to young Will Liston for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the first term. Sponsored by Dumbleyung Roadhouse and Cafe and Restaurant. It's a convenient stop for travellers and locals alike. A top-rated stop it is, offering fuel, breakfast, lunch. You can call ASIF on 0450 159 600. Better still, call into the Dumbleyung Roadhouse. Rucks go to it. Byron over the top strong. Wins it down. Cougars try to manufacture something out of the centre of the ground. Good tackling though in there, and good pressure by the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. And we will have a ball up in the centre of the ground once again. Rucks again go to it. It's flipped out. It's going to go Panthers' way, out over the top. Gee, a bit of a fumble. Ground level. Jai Payne was good. He laid it back to Perrin, I think it was. Got the kick forward. It's chopped off there by Jetta. Cameron Jetta. Well-placed kick as he went forward, and on a good strong lead. Mark has been taken there by a player in number 54, which is Trent Wilson. Wilson sent it into the corridor, but getting back and taking the mark was the Cougars defender in Perrin. And Perrin. The kick out to Jai Payne. He made himself available. Boundary line was too close. It's goal and out of bounds on the right half forward flank for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 1 point to the favour of the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, and 1 goal to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the first term on the Toolmart scoreboard. It is the Liberty Rural match of the day. Rucks body to body, no one took it. To Payne again, quick hands, goes to the back of the pack. Over the top was Liston, was beautiful little hand pass. They tried to set it up. Coming out, was it Taylor? Not sure. Yep. With the kick it was to Stockton Shotter. Gets it on his boot and sends it forward. Underneath was Nelson, couldn't complete the mark. Back of the pack, balls hit the deck. Players are desperate as the Brookton Pingelly Panthers defenders dive onto the ball. In amongst that was Lewis Parsons. They set themselves once again. Rucks go to it, and umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Panthers. I think it's to play there in Beacom. A little sideways kick was good. And found a player in Conlon. Conlon just steadying the ship. Once again, he goes short with a kick forward. That was to Pickett. Pickett, right back pocket region for the Panthers. They have the boundary far side. It was a good kick. A nice mark out there. Was it Beacom? I think it was, the big lad. Squares it up with a kick forward to Collard. Collard towards the centre of the ground. Good kick. He found a player out there, 38, which is Adam Brock by the looks of it. Looking back to the centre of the ground now. Kick went forward, in front and in the back. It was our player again in Adam Brock for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Brock. It's a good long kick as he went forward, looking for Richardson. He's 2-on-1 situation. Getting back was stopped and shot at. It sits up very nice for him. He's pressured as he kicks the ball. It does go forward. Running onto it was O'Neill. Good pressure there by Brookton Pingelly Panthers. The ball's been knocked out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in just forward of left centre wing for the Panthers. And with me in commentary this afternoon, Spocky Taylor. Spock, glad you could make it, mate.
Yeah, a little bit late, Sperry.
That's all right. That's all right. So
good day for footy.
Oh, it's too good, I think. And yeah, a bit of rain required around the regions, but anyway, they go for it again. It is a fantastic day for footy. Liston, tackle, dispossessed. Hand pass over the top. Jetta on his boot. Quickly went forward. Woodhouse was behind, or was it Rowe? It's knocked to the front of the pack. It's at ground level, left half forward flank region. Umpire blows the whistle. He says, give it to me, boys. Pretty tenacious out there as well. As the ball is to be bounced, or thrown up, I should say. Involved. Rucks go to it. It was one down, ground level. Good work. It was put out. A bit of a shove and a good play as Fletcher tried to make something of it. That's it. It's gone out of bounds. So it's gone forward about 5 metres. It's still outside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Ball to be thrown in once again in front. Panthers down to Fletcher. Tried to bust his way through the pack. Would have been penned for holding the ball. Play on was the call. Out of defence. The kick goes forward. Cougars way. Nelson was there. It sat for him. Under pressure. Spat the little hand pass out. Went back doors to Lewis Parsons. He laid it off out there to Henry Bletcherton. They're under a bit of pressure. Also involved taken high, and a free kick is going to go the way of the Cougars quickly from Davidson. Hand pass went inboard. Kick went long. Ryan Taylor, how's the bounce? He's in the van. It's in front of him. Under pressure though, the boundary line's very close. And it's gone out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in deep left full forward pocket for the Cougars. And Spocky, pretty even little tussle here very early in the first term.
He's still trying to work both sides out. It's very a few new ones out there. I don't know.
There's a lot of new players out there, and I'm trying to do the same, Spocky. It's a little bit hard to spot them for a while. Ground level, it was picked up. It was a good kick, came out. Still inside the attacking 50-metre arc, though, for the Cougars. Parsons has shrugged the tackle, got the little kick away. Pickett burst through the pack. That was good pace as he went through. And a player there in Fletcher. Sean Fletcher, the kick forward was excellent. Mark has been taken down there by Trent Wilson. He's still in his defensive 50-metre arc. They have possession of the ball. He goes wide to looking for Rowe. Coming from the side. That was a beautiful capture.
Mitch O'Neill.
O'Neill, and that is a contender as well for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. Write it down, Spocky Taylor, if you can. We might have to pinch your biro just for a sec. If you would, that's great. Kick came inboard once again, under pressure. Hand pass went forward. Little sideways kick came out. And onto the ball was a player there in Fletcher, picking up a lot of possessions. Goes to Collard. It lands out in front of him, Collard. As he picks it up, he just steadies one way, then the other, taking a little bit too long. Got the kick inboard to Woodhouse. Quickly on his boot, he sent it forward. Coming out in a beautiful mark to Harrison. He read it beautifully to Josh Harrison. He lays it off to Park. In defence for the Cougars. Park with a little kick forward to Jai DePayne, picking up a lot of possessions early. DePayne with the ball. He goes long and wide, left centre wing, dropping back. Mark's been taken. Might have been Conlon, not sure, to Fletcher. In the centre of the ground, Brookton Pingelly. Mark went forward. Taken down there by Brock. Laid it off again. Conlon drives it long. Nick Richardson dropped what he probably should have taken. All finesses ground level. That was brilliant work. It'd be a fantastic goal if he kicks it. And he does all of that as well. A beautiful goal out there. I think it was Richardson in the right forward pocket region, a contender for the CSBP Fertilisers goal of the day. And on the Toolmart scoreboard, it's 1-1 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 1 goal to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, and a great goal, Spocky.
Yeah, very good goal. Got around the fullback, Josh Harrison, and on a fairly cute angle and ran in and slotted it.
Beautiful kick. First quarter brought to you by Dumbleyung Roadhouse. Call in and see the guys. Aciv is the man running the show. It's a great spot to for all the travellers and even the locals alike. Get your fuel there. Beautiful food as well. So make sure you call into the Dumbleyung Roadhouse if you're travelling through the region as rucks go to it. No clear knockout, quick little hand pass. Woodhouse, I think it is at ground level. It's a good scoop as well. Kick went forward, well weighted, mark was taken. Ground level, the Cougars under a little bit of pressure. Go for the safety of the boundary line. Now it's gone out of bounds. It was Wilson involved. Probably dropped what he should have taken. Ball to be thrown in. Beacon in the ruck. Close to the big fella, Mac Byron. Gee, he's a big lad too.
Yeah.
Spoggy. Stood beside him. I had to drop the neck upwards to see. To have a look up his nose. Ball's thrown in. It came to ground level. And we have a whistle on play. 1 goal, 1 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 1 goal to the Cougars. Liston did well, got the hand pass over the top under all sorts of pressure. The ball has been headed towards the boundary line. Getting back in there was Mitchell O'Neill. Got the hands into the ball. Left half forward flank region. And the ball to be thrown in. Up in the air. Big fella in front. Mac Byron. Hand pass went out. Quick kick went forward to Brock. Into the forward line. Ground level. Doney was a nice little pickup. Hand pass. Wide. Swinging out of defence. It ends up with Park, I think it is. Drives the ball long, but just a little bit too far. Dropping back. Nice mark taken in defence by the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. We'll have to just spot him up sideways, but Fletcher is on the end of it.
He's got plenty of it too, Spirit.
He certainly has. He looks a very good type of player. Pickett's on the end of this one. And getting back, that man in defence was David Gray. So Gray, it was a nice grab by him, number 31. Kick's gone forward, right half forward flank region. Counter to ground level, quick kick out of the pack, goes forward. Down at ground level, was taken by O'Neill, sweeps the hand pass across wide. I think it was a Howie, well weighted kick, and Doney's on the end of it. Doney, little kick forward, sets it up for Taylor. Came to ground level under pressure. He tried to get the hand pass out. Goes back out over the top. Number 55. Have we got him marked down? Not sure.
He's the one that came off with the blood room before, Spirit.
Okay, must have a new number or something because he's Dalton. So he was number 2. He goes long. Richardson picks it up. Snap towards goal. It's gone to the right. 1 behind only. On the Toolmart scoreboard, the Panthers at 1 goal 2, leading the Cougars. 1 goal in a very even first term thus far. Brought to you by Dumbleyung Roadhouse and Cafe. Beautiful food, the right priced fuel. If you're going through the region or you're local, doesn't matter. Call in and check the guys out. Doney was there, tried to rake it in one-handed, couldn't quite do it. It was a nice pick-up there by Braden Crosby, went inboard. Kick wide to Perrin. Ground level was a nice pick-up by Perrin. Lays the hand pass back. Charge through was at Park, not sure. He was tackled, pulled to the ground, umpire says no. We'll have a ball up at centre half forward for the Cougars. Trying to create a bit of run out of defence. The Cougars. Rucks go to it, no clear knockout. Bit of a pack of players there, and we're going to try our luck again. Again, comes to ground level. Quick kick, was it Shotter?
No, Wilson.
Was a Liston, yes. Got the kick forward. Look, it's only 25 metres out from the Cougars' goal face. Big pack of players forms. And in there working hard, Parsons as well. That was Bailey Parsons, number 12. As they set themselves once again. Henry Bletched in there in defence. Rucks over the top. And a free kick's been picked out. It's going to go the way of Beacon for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. The ruckman. There's the little kick to Conlon. Found his target. Daniel Gray there, just down the field a little bit. Riley Conlon. Not sure what to do with the ball. He's going to put himself under a bit of pressure. It's a high kick. He was potentially hoping for a range. Gee, big fly to O'Neill, but he's got into the back of Parsons in front of him. And he's come up with a free kick for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers on the left half back flank. Okay, Lewis Parsons. Goes with a little kick forward. It was good. He found Henry Bletched, made some good ground down the field. Bletched puts it out in front. Man coming through was Wilson. Trent Wilson spears the pass forward. Gee, it's a good kick too. He found his target down there. A player in 37. Guys, which I can't find. We haven't got him. Goes forward, and this fella's been very, very effective. Up forward, it's Richardson. I think he's copped a little bit of an injury from that. Let's have a bit of a look. Short, number 23, which is Reese Richardson. Pretty lively type, a good mover for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. So, he's kicked also a big contender for the CSBP Fertilisers goal of the day already. A kick from 43 metres out from goal. And he comes. Good looking kick off his boot it is too. And I think he's drilled a major for the Panthers. Toolmart scoreboard. 2 goals, 2 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 1 goal to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Evenly matched. Spocky Taylor in commentary this afternoon as well. Evenly matched, but the Cougars can look. The Panthers can look especially good going forward.
They do. They're usually a little bit better than the Cougars at the moment. It's very chipping it around and got it in there nice and they're lace out for that Richardson there. Very good kick. Yeah,
absolutely. There's a bit of a target. Trent Wilson, I think, is up there, is certainly offering his services. Number 54, he looks very effective.
55 is the one that's changed his number spirit.
Okay, so it's got to be Dalton, Ben Dalton.
So we've got headband on there.
Yeah. Rucks go to it. Gee, Byron went high. He won it down beautifully, down to Jai Payne, but he was wrapped up in a really good solid tackle down there by Woodhouse.
It might have been you in your young age,
Maybe. Not maybe. Who knows? And it goes back of the pack. Good hip and shoulder coming through. It was a nice pick up from the ruckman. He's mobile, Beecham. Goes out wide, Collard. He goes forward with the kick. Mark's being taken out there, number 57, which is Josh Lee. The big fella drove the long kick in. Mark not taken, not to the front of the pack. Under a little bit of pressure. Hand pass over the top. Back doors by Austin Shotter to Jai Payne. Quickly on his boot, went forward. And Mark has been taken left centre wing. Who's our man out there? Cougars, can't spot him. Goes inboard to Shotter. Grosenberg. Big looking lad too. That's Jai Payne, I should say. Goes forward with the kick. Mark's been taken by Park. Liam Park for the Cougars. Kick went forward once again. Mark's been taken. Grosenberg, is it again?
Yep.
Got plenty of bandages on him. Oh, and the hand pass, well, he found his target, was okay. Kick was raking along, dropped Mark there, could have been better. Hand pass over the top, taken by Parsons, it went straight to him. That was Lewis. He got the kick out wide, running onto it was Josh Lee. He got the hand pass forward, left half forward flank for the Cougars. They're under a bit of pressure here from this pretty good defence from the Panthers, and we will have a ball up, left half forward flank area. Rucks to set themselves. Big fella in front. Wins it down. Over the top to Payne. Plenty of the ball. Goes back after it. Ruckman tries to knock it forward. All he done was knocked it to his opposing ruckman. Collard, I think, was on his boot. Sent the ball forward. It's at ground level. It was a nice pick up by Fletcher. We tried. Down at ground level. Coming through. Good work. Little hand pass went out. Hands up there with Liston. Got the kick forward. Nice pick up down there at ground level. Beautiful spin. Number 31.
I'm not sure who that is.
Howie Clegg.
Oh, right.
Who is it?
Sorry, mate.
Okay.
Howie Clegg.
Howie Clegg, yeah. Haven't got him written down. He's got the free kick.
A bit too far out.
For the young fella, Clegg, 31. And what do we got? A lead and the mark's been taken by the big fella in ruckman and Mac Byron. Howie Clegg. Okay. Yep, no matter how many times you check the list, you can never get it. Okay, well, the big fella. He's going to kick from just inside 50. That's a horrible kick off his boot, or is it? No, it's gone out of bounds. I think on the full, so he's made distance. Okay, so could be Brockton defence, but the kick goes long. I think out there was Lee, was it? And he went forward, beautiful kick forward, running onto it was a player there in Jacob Soundness. Kick forward to right half forward flank. I think it's Fletcher under the ball. Tries to shovel it out. Comes back doors. Beautiful work. Coming through was Liam Park. And the hand pass now sets it up for the Cougars. Pops out over the top. Was it Liston? Nice gather and pick up on his boot. Under pressure. The kick goes forward. Was that Clegg as well? Got it on his boot and sent it forward. Oh, gee, that was a big collision. And Braden Crosby's been run through by a freight train.
Wasn't he pushed into it?
Well, he backed himself, but he's got hit very hard right in the middle of the back. And I would almost be thinking it could be 50 metres.
It's got to be.
Like it was a very deliberate hit and a big one. It's knocked the wind out of his sails, that's for sure. So just waiting for him to recover, umpire. Well, I would have thought he might have been onto a bit sooner. Just an opinion, but you would think it would be 50 because he's just basically got charged.
Nearly a card, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's got charged.
Today's footy.
Yeah. Well, he's hit him hard and hurt him, and he was just simply back himself to take the mark. Well, he is jogging down. And there is going to be 50 metres, which there would have to be. Just hope Braden Crosby's okay. Not sure who the offender was, but he'd made his mind up that he was coming through like a freight train, that's for sure. Okay, so hopefully he's going to recover. This first quarter brought to you by the Dumbleyung Roadhouse and Cafe and Restaurant. It's a convenient stop for travellers and locals alike. It's a top-rated stop offering fuel, breakfast, lunch. Call in and see ASIV, or give him a call on 04501 59600. You can give him a call when you're 20 kilometres out more, a bit of tucker as well, can't you? Travelling through the regions. So we've still got him down here.
What are you going to get the scratchy screwy? Put him in the cone position.
Yeah, it's.
He's moving. Get up now.
I only hope that he's being winded, but he's got a big hit from behind. He back, he was just underneath it and was just going to be a good chest mark, but he's got clobbered. No two ways about it. And still taking a lot of time to recover. Looks like he might be able to walk off. He's a pretty nuggety fella too, he's not, no light type person. Braden Crosby, must be on in years too. Been around for a while. Maiden wager, played for the Canning Wanderers. Good to see him walking off. And good place. So coming in was young Clegg. And Clegg has kicked a goal for the Cougars. On the Toolmart scoreboard, the Brookton Pingelly Panthers are 2-2. Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars are 2 goals. Here in the first term, brought to you by the Dumbleyung Roadhouse and Cafe. Okay, well, it's good to see him walking off. Even cracked half a smile there, so it might have just been a bad wind as well, but certainly a heavy collision. Okay, Sheldon Taylor in the centre of the ground as well.
So a minute 10
Tried to pay him.
last minute.
Ruckman, and also I think Will Liston could be in there. Goes to Woodhouse. They set themselves ground level. Woodhouse tried to toe poke it out. And it's going to come up with a free kick. Okay. Kick comes in, it goes long. It's a good grab coming through. A nice capture as well to Josh Lee. Quickly on with the job, sends the ball forward. Back of the pack. Have the Cougars got the number there? No! Stolen out the back of the pack by the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Snap on goal. Goal on the board. A beauty, a contender for the CSBP Fertilisers. Goal of the day, just trying to pick that player. Number 38, which is Adam Brock. For the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, a contender for for the CSBP Fertilisers goal of the day. Toolmart scoreboard, 3 goals, 2 to the Panthers, 2 goals to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, and a nice bit of play. I'm just looking at number 23, and I'm just trying to work out whether that is indeed Richardson or is it Daniel Travaskis. I'll have to just check him out when he gets a little bit closer, because
Travaskis 23.
it is, yeah, because he's listed as 7, so we call him Richardson, but it's actually Daniel Travaskis. So Adam Brock again goes for the kick, goes forward. Fletcher runs onto it strong, shoves off, looks, and that was a great smother by Harrison. Gee, that was great defensive work. Josh Harrison, take a bow for that. Ball to be thrown in halfway between left half forward flank and deep left full forward pocket. So, indeed, it is Daniel Travaskis. He's number 23, listed as number 7. And back of the pack, he goes charging through it and ends up with Travaskis. Spins and turns, drives, the ball's gone wide. It's tumbled out of bounds. We'll have a throw in deep in the right full forward pocket region. Or is it out of bounds on the floor? I think it's a throw in.
Throw in.
Yep. Here in the first term, downtown Dumbleyung, Stubbs Park. Liberty Rural match of the day. Ball to be thrown in. They set themselves. And we're going to try again. A lot of trouble nowadays, Spock Taylor, with boundary umpires chucking the ball in.
There is.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't matter what match you go to.
Hold up lead in the A-grade there, they've got to throw the ball in yourself.
Is that right? Well, ball's thrown in. In there was Lee finessing. Ground level Dry to Payne was good. He went right to Perrin as the siren sounds. To finish the first term here at Stubbs Park, the Liberty Rural match of the day, the Brookton Pingelly Panthers are 3 goals 2, leading the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars 2 goals. And thanks very much to Dumbleyung Roadhouse and Cafe and Restaurant for sponsoring the first term. Make sure you call in if you're passing through the area. It's a great place for the travellers alike and also the locals. With me in commentary this afternoon, Spocky Taylor. You're off, you're a touch late, Spocky, but Brookton Pingelly seem to be having a little bit more control of the ball in that first term than the Cougars.
Yeah, when they're going forward, they're using a lot better than the Cougars. Cougars have probably turned it over. They're trying to run and carry the Cougars, but their fine kick going forward is getting turned over. It's letting them down. But credit to Brookton Pingelly, they're using the ball very well and finishing off very well.
Okay, good stuff. I'm not sure that we got goal scorers who's actually kicked the goals down, Spocky, at all or not. Throw it on you pretty late, but
Travaskis has got 2.
yeah, definitely got 2.
And Brock, was it?
Adam Brock would have got the last one. What about for the Cougars? Young Clegg got 1.
Young Clegg got 1, and we got the first one.
Oh, might have a bit of a think on that anyway. And some of your better players.
Oh, Will. Number 2.
Oh, okay, Liston.
Will Liston.
Okay,
Good
all
kick.
right.
So 3-2.
Okay, just write them down and we'll got them stored. So Travaskis is number 23. It's written down as number 7, so I was calling him Richardson, but it's definitely Travaskis. Okay, also sponsors Peter Rundle, MLA, of course, brings this segment to you. We want to, if you need to speak to Peter, you can call him at his Narrogin office on 988112225. Doing a fantastic job, MLA. Peter Rundle, and is the member for Roe and was recently elected, doing a fantastic job. A little bit later on we'll be picking up some other sponsors as we go. It is also the Belt Up round as well. The Belt Up message encourages motorists to wear a seatbelt every time they get into a car. And I think it's just a given nowadays to put the seatbelt on. We've got beautiful sunshiny conditions here, the Liberty Rural match of the day. And Kelvin Andrews, you can give him a call on 0488678018. Okay, well, 3 goals 2 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 2 goals to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. A lot of new players out there, a little bit, taking a little bit to sort out and work out who's who and what's going on, but it was a great first term. We might take a quick break and come back very soon with the second term here at Stubbs Park in the big clash between the Cougars and the Panthers. Thanks, Noel. Big K football here in downtown Dumbleyung. Second quarter coming up very soon. Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store for all your rural supplies, grocery needs, including the Australian Post Outlet and 24-hour fuel service. Call Kim on 98646 010. Okay, 3 goals to Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 2 goals to the Cougars. Second term about ready to start on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, the Liberty Rural match of the day. And players just about set to go. All looks right from here. Siren to go. As I see Matthew Dare in the ruck for the Cougars. Beecham over the top was high. Dalton. He's wrapped on a good tackle by Jai DePayne. He's going nowhere. And of course Dalton come off in the first quarter with a blood rule, and they've got that mended up at the moment. It's down to Dalton, quick hand pass, wide to Fletcher, was good. Under pressure, tried to get it forward, it's chopped off down there, was it was Holmes, it was strong. Hand pass forward, up towards centre half forward, there's a nice pick up down there low by Park. Hand pass back doors to Holmes, who sent the ball long, underneath it, no, not quite the mark, ground level. It's the Panthers with the numbers. A bit of a shovel back. It could have been from Gray. Now a little kick comes out. It's a bad kick because Perrin was in the way for the Cougars, and he is going to have a shot on goal from some 35 metres out. And that was just some good pressure by the Cougars.
Yeah, well done by Connor Holmes was half back line there too.
Come charging through. So, an opportunity for Perrin for the Cougars. Early in the second term. In he comes. Good, long, strong kick. It's through to the left. One behind only. 2 goals, 1. The Cougars chasing the Panthers on 3 goals, 2. Here in the second term. Brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store. Just waiting for Conlon. Runs, has a bounce, runs his full measure, drives a long kick out. Shotter was there, cleared all and sundry. Comes towards the back of the pack, running onto it was Collard. Swung the hand pass long and in towards Patterson. Ground level was a good pick up by Woodhouse. Under a bit of pressure now, wrapped up was Wilson. Went back doors to Dalton, holding the ball. And that was a great tackle by young Liston, and also a contender for the All Good Refund Depot waging. Tackle of the day. It was a ripper. The young player went forward with a kick. It was good. On the end of it was Gronenberg. Seems like a name from the Wilson, pick that up from the Simpsons, I should say. Goes towards the centre of the ground. Jai DePayne, geez, strong. Shrugged the tackle. Got the hand pass back doors to O'Neill. The old 1-2 back to O'Neill. He goes wide. Out there was a Gronenberg again. No, it was Taylor. Laid the hand pass off. Now out wide to Gronenberg. Back to Ryan Taylor. They're messing around, but they've got possession of the ball. Sheldon Taylor is tackled. He got the hand pass away. They're under all sorts of pressure. Good work by the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. They've bottled the play up. And we will have a tackle and free kick. Goes, what was it, to Parsons? Geez, not sure what happened there. Got the kick, it was soundness. He got his boot into the ball. He sent it long, coming down. Lee was there, tried to flip it over. In the way was Doney, though. He turns. Under pressure, got the kick away. Charging out. Was it Holmes? Not sure. Laid the hand pass back. It was good. Little kick out of defence went wide and good. Mark's been taken on the right half-back flank region by Clegg. Clegg with the ball. For the Cougars. Hugs the boundary. Nice long kick. Goes out wide. Bounces. And it's gone out of bounds. Beacon was there as well. The big ruckman. He moves pretty good too. Beacon. First name is Liam. Just on right half forward flank for the Cougars. Some gritty work in defence by the Cougars then. Dare wins it down to the front of the pack. DePayne it was. Cruise around. Popped the little hand pass out. It was good work. Goes now to Taylor. That was Sheldon Taylor. Through the pack. Kick forward. Mark's been taken by Park. And that was a good, nice manoeuvre from the Cougars. Good play. And Park to Liam Park to shoot on goal directly in front. I'd say from some 37 metres out. So a goal scoring opportunity. He's a left footer, and he comes. Kicks wonky and horrible off his boot. Gee, that was a crap kick. It's gone through for one behind only. Toolmart scoreboard, 3 goals, 2 Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 2 goals, 2 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 6-point margin in favour of the Panthers here in the second term. Brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store. Conlon charges in. Tries a big, long kick out wide. It was huge. O'Neill was underneath it, or was Holmes, off hands. Shotter tried to crash his way through. He's tackled dispossessed. And now Dalton's come up with a free kick for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Ben Dalton. And he's just shy of left centre wing. Hugs the boundary, little kick forward, but chipping in was Jai DePayne. He just read it beautifully. DePayne, he's racked up a lot of possessions. Kick forward was excellent. Mark's been taken by Shotter, is it? I think it was Austin. Oh, gee, coming late, big fist on the ball, soundness, come through hard. It wasn't him, it was Parsons. Bailey Parsons, big fly by Pickett, front of the pack, hard work, kick came out, Cougars way, went forward, Nielsen, his recovery was good, turns, snaps on goal, a bit of a banana kick, and a goal on the board for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, also a contender for the CSBP Fertilisers, goal of the day. Beautiful goal. Toolmart scoreboard. 3 goals, 2 apiece for the Cougars and the Panthers. And it was hard work, but they got there, Spiky Taylor.
Yeah, it was very good. Austin Shotter's first kick wasn't very good, but he did follow it up and got it back again and redeemed himself with a good kick in the full line. And Nelson nearly marked it, but then recovered on the ground a little. Put it through.
Yeah, he did well because he's a big lad, Jake Nelson. He's standing about 197 centimetres, I guess.
Might have to go on the ruck shortly because I think the big ruckman's gone down with a groin injury, Barry.
Oh, has he? Yeah, I see him out of there. I see Matty Dares in the ruck at the moment. As Beacom's in the ruck and he wins it down to Dalton. He's wrapped up in a very strong tackle though. We'll try it again. Rucks go to it. Ground level. Row, I think it is. Great work. This way than the other. Got the kick away out wide. Mark's been taken. Panthers go forward to Parsons. That was Lewis. How's it going to sit? Not too good. Collard was quick hand pass to out. And ground level, right half forward flank. Trying to charge through was Park. He's tackled. It's held to him, says the umpire. We'll have a ball up. Right half forward flank for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Here in the second term, brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store for all your rural supplies and grocery needs. Rucks go to it. Beacom wins it down. Liston was there. He was wrapped up in a very solid tackle. And we'll try it again. Rucks work towards the boundary line, taken by Fletcher quickly on his boot and kicked it straight out of bounds on the full. It was actually Trent Wilson. And Wilson. Jai DePayne, well, certainly in a position to get those kicks. Goes forward and found Holmes. Holmes squeezed off, just going to hang in the air. Soundness was there. Back in the pack was Perrin. Good little hand pass. Listen, gee, is Colin in a tackle. Gee, not a lot of time, Muffy, but holding the ball, he says. And no prior opportunity, I would have thought. And Brock, I think, is coming up with a free kick. Adam Brock goes with a long kick to Vasquez. Couldn't quite rake it in his recovery. He's almost there. Back of the pack. Great work by Austin Shotter. Through some traffic. Hand pass forward was good to O'Neill. Back and a little kick forward again. Excellent towards Taylor. Under pressure. Got the hand pass out. Back to Taylor. It was a little bit too hot for him. It's taken off him. Great work out wide. Kick was at Lee. Went forward. Mark's being taken by Travascus. And I'll tell you what. That was great work from Brookton Pingelly Panthers. I think it was Adam Brock, actually. Great work. Great poise, good kick. And Travascus was on the end of it. So, he's certainly been very active up in the forward line and made himself available. It's Daniel Travascus. Going for team goal number 4.
He's third.
And he's lost it. He went to the right, one behind only. Toolmart scoreboard. 3 goals, 3 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 3 goals, 2 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the second term. Brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store, also agent for Post Office as well. It's an outlet there, 24-hour fuel. Make sure you call in all your grocery needs. One-stop shop is what you'd call it. And DePayne to kick the ball out from full back. Runs his 10 metres and he goes wide out towards Perrin. Almost a mark to the Pingelly player. Goes down. Umpire has blown the whistle. We're going to have a ball up. Just trying to see who's down on the ground there. Woodhouse. It might have been Soundness, I reckon. Okay, Rucks go to it. No clear knockout. Woodhouse, quick hand pass. Popped it out. Goes wide, charging through. And a quick kick. That was a great kick on goal. One behind only. I think it was from Wilson. And another point. 3 goals 4 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 3 goals 2 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. And just trying to get back. I think it was Trent Wilson. He's certainly a very lively type in the forward run. 4. Okay. Again, DePayne tries to measure the kick. Beacon was there, couldn't quite complete the mark. Brings it to ground level and ties it up. Umpire says no, I'll have the ball up once again. And Liston was the last one to get up. Bit of a David and Goliath battle there. Beacon on his boot very quickly. Chips it forward. It's danger time for the Cougars. Nice little pick up, hand pass. Went in ball. They have the numbers. Picked up by Clegg. He turns and drives the ball out towards right centre wing, running towards Gronenberg. Around one way, under pressure, tried to flip it over the top. Hand pass out, pack forms. It's pretty much a hot potato in there. Boundary line's too close. We'll have a throw in far side of the oval.
Been a bit of a scrappy affair at the moment.
Very scrappy affair, I think, Spot. On that occasion, I think 5-6 different players handled the ball in about 5 seconds period. Jai DePayne. Well, I'm saying his name a lot, but he's at the bottom of the pack. He's everywhere. Working hard. Play on's the call. Trying to get it out was Fletcher. His tackle pulled to the ground, and we'll do it all again. Rucks battled it out. Was one down, and by Brookton Pingelly. Toe poke went forward. Great work in defence. Cougars player Austin Shotter. And he's going to come up with a free kick. That's beautiful play. Wanted the ball. His kick forward was excellent. Mark has been taken down there by Davidson. Bit of an underground pass. Soundness runs onto it. On his boot under pressure, he heard the call. He got it away. Parsons, that was Bailey. Goes to Dalton. Dalton swings the hand pass wide to Collard. Goes back doors. And coming out of defence was a player there in Clonwen. He's kicked to left centre wing. Ball's hit the deck. And we'll have a ball up once again. Now in front of the big scoreboard on the other side. Showing 3 goals 4 to 3 goals 2. Liston, quick hand pass to Jai DePayne was excellent work. Bangs it towards the centre half forward area. How's the bounce? Gronenberg was there. He emerges with the ball, goes back in after it. She's definitely a hot potato in there. Good tackle got laid on. Umpire blew the whistle. It says clear it out, boys. We'll have a ball up once again, second quarter. Brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store. 3 goals 4 to 3 goals 2. Panthers in front. DePayne was good, out of the middle. Got the kick for Gronenberg almost. Could not quite complete the mark. Soundness was there, got a fist into the ball. And we'll have the ball up. It's inside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Cougars. Bit of a stalemate game, Spock.
Yeah, very much so. Ball up after ball up. No.
Beacon worked his way to the front. Deere had a bit to say in the knock. Went to ground level. Taken high, almost trying to go through the pack. Was a Kukkerin player.
Yeah, we have.
Had his head down. Went through like a little bulldog. And we're going to have a ball up once again. Certainly a big pack of players around the ball. It's like watching AFL Friday night. Again, a ball up. Inside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Cougars. No clean knock. Hand pass wide was good. Onto it was Kukkerin. On his boot. Snap on goal. Goal on the board for the Cougars. A ripper. A contender for the CSBP Fertilisers. Goal of the day. Toolmart scoreboard. The Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars go along to 4-2, leading the Panthers 3-4 here in the second term. Brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store. With me in commentary, Spocky Taylor. Spock,
Yeah,
it was a beautiful snap-on goal.
Very good handball by Will Liston to get it out of that pack. It's very sharp and quick handball straight out the parent. He's got a bit of an angle, but he did snap it correctly.
Beautiful. Will Liston, where's he come from, Spock?
Ballarat.
Ballarat. Well, he's a long way from home.
Yeah, he's over Mark Solomon when he's year off. He's working for Hobblies, I think, at Nivey.
Okay. Well, his moves pretty good. And got his hands on the ball. Rucks go to it. It was one down. Great work by Dalton. Drove the ball out wide, right half forward. Lee comes out. It's a nice gather by the big fella. He's going to take on all comers. That's a bit keen, big fella. He's out of bounds on the full. And a free kick will go the way of Holmes for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Big Josh Lee. He's pretty confident about going forward. He's a good player though. He's a nice mobile ruckman. Goes inboard. Harrison in defence. Cougars just steadying. Another little kick forward to Liston. Very steady by the Cougars. A long kick. Pack forms. No mark taken. Stockton Shotter was there. Also Woodhouse, I think, working hard. Or was it Rowe, one of them? Over the top. Top was Travascus. It might have been... I think it might have been Collard. Collard. Right, let's go to it. Dare did well. Liston, that was a nice gather. And quickly on his boot. Setting the ball forward. Almost the mark to the Cougars. Ground level. Toe pokes out the back. Soundness runs onto it. He turns. Drills it. And might have been Parsons actually. Kick wide was good. Taken down there in defence by Henry Bletcherton. He goes back doors. Back to our man in Conlon. He goes wide out in front of Pickett. Boundary line's close. Pickett. Well, just a little bit of slippery soap on the ball. Out of bounds. It's gone. It's a throw in. It's just right on the 50-metre arc. Far side of the oval. Cougars 4-2. Brookton Pingelly Panthers 3-4 here in the second term. Stubbs Park, downtown Dumbleyung, Liberty Rural match of the game day. One of them. Paul's throw it in, Rucks go to it, ground level once again. Good work by Soundness, tried to work his way through the pack. With a hand pass out, Woodhouse on the end of it. His little kick forward is chopped off. Good play, marks being taken as they went forward to Davidson. It's Alex Davidson in the forward line. Not much of him. Outside of 50, long to the corridor. Beacon was there, got his fist onto the ball, went to ground level, big pack of numbers around it. Umpire says, boys, give it to me. We'll ball up. It's 25 metres out from the Cougars' goal. They're in front on the scoreboard. One down, trying to come through was Liston. Took on all comers. And he's going to get...
Pending for sling tackle.
Oh, sling tackle.
Stopped and shot.
Well, he stopped him and put him into the ground. And Will Liston stopped and shot him. Okay,
They look a bit similar.
they do look a little bit
Two
similar,
and
yes.
five.
Okay, Stockton Shotter. Well, an opportunity for 10 goal number 5 for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Here in the second term, in he comes. Shotter, off his boot, straight as a die. Beautiful, and Toolmart scoreboard, 5-2 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 3-4 Brookton Pingelly Panthers. And the Cougars stealing a little bit of a march on the Panthers.
Yeah, they've sort of they've just controlled the footage very lot. They haven't just wasted it this quarter like they did in the first. They've sort of just slowed up a little bit and used the ball a little bit better.
Okay, yep. Definitely. I've applied a little bit more pressure, I think, as well. So we see George Hassel coming on for ruck duties for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Goes to Matty there. And they set themselves once again. Rucks go to it. No one touches the ball. ground level. It ends up with Ben Dalton. He wheels to the right, goes long. Jetta was caught behind. Coming through as Travascus. Left the ball behind. Great work by Holmes. Hand pass out to Taylor. He laid it off. And a good kick out of defence by Mitchell O'Neill. Goes out towards Perrin. It sits beautifully for him. Perrin with a little kick forward was excellent. Found his target down there in Liston. Hand pass went inboard. Kick went long. And Gronenberg, is it?
No, Nelson.
Oh, Nelson it is. Jake Nelson. Beautiful mark as he goes to the corridor. It's standing almost taking the mark. Play on was the call. Came to the back of the pack. Mopping up was Parsons. That was Lewis. His kick's been chopped off by Liston. His kick going forward almost found Jota, was it? Smith as it went to ground level. And we'll have the ball up in the forward line. Number 16, was it?
15. Ryan Smith.
Oh, it is Ryan Smith. Okay, played a little bit of reserves today as well. Okay. It comes to Ryan Smith, the very man we're talking about. Into the corridor, mark's been taken by Park. Well, he's come on and had an immediate effect. And another goal scoring opportunity here for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Liam Park.
Hopefully it's a bit better than his last effort.
Hey?
Hopefully it's a little bit better than his last effort.
Okay, well, he's close enough. Off his boot, spins good. Umpire doesn't move too far at all. Goal on the board. On the Toolmart scoreboard, 6 goals, 2 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 3 goals, 4. Brookton Pingelly Panthers, a good second term here by the Cougars. That's the 4th goal for the quarter. Spocky Taylor in commentary.
Yeah, no, very good goal. Like, even then, the Cougars got it on the half back line, and you know the defensive side of this quarter's been a lot better than what it was in the first quarter.
Certainly has 16-point margin. And second term is brought to you by Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store for all your rural supplies, grocery needs, including Australian Post Outlet, 24-hour fuel service. Call Kim 98646010. Better still, call into the store. Dare went high, didn't get a hand on the ball though. Bit of aerial ping pong. No one lays claims to it. Has got the quick hand pass out. It goes forward. Brookton Pingelly's way. Getting back was Holmes. He ran to it, took possession. Goes with the hand pass over to Austin Shutter. Tries to square it up out towards Perrin. It was a good kick. He found him. Picks it up off the ground. A bit of shepherding. Little hand pass over the top was good. Was that to Doney? It was. Went forward, fisted away. It's gone out of bounds. We'll have a throw in just forward off right centre wing for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars.
Doney probably could have given it back to Toby Perrin then. Sperry.
Yeah. Just inexperience all that's like, is that what it is?
A young player. He comes up half as good as his dad, he'd be very handy.
Well, I see him wearing number 33 and I thought he's got to be Craig's boy. Ball's thrown in. Knocked to the front back. Tight Payne was there. No, and goes back in after the ball. Now he's tackled, pulled to the ground. And we'll try it all again. Just forward of right centre wing for the Cougars. They've had a really good second term here. Goes between legs, ground level. Patterson over the ball for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Ryan Smith working close to the boundary line as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to throw in just about the identical spot. Far side of the oval. 16-point margin. Ball's thrown in once again. One down by Dare. Toe poke out of the pack. Does go Panthers' way. Not sure which way to go. Holmes lays it off and now Liston ends up with the ball. He goes back doors. Good football. Back to Harrison. One way then the other. Call to play on. His kick forward was excellent. Jai Payne was underneath it. He looks towards the centre of the ground. He sees O'Neill. Found that play with a good kick too. O'Neill. Stockton Shotter was there. Liston running hard for the Cougars. He drives a long kick into the front. Someone gone for the screamer, but he went a little bit early. That was, oh gee, Jake Nelson. He wanted to take the mark of the year.
Century.
Just a little bit early. Gee, 6'5" as well. Anyway, out of the back line they come. Kick went forward. Wilson coming late at the back of the pack. It's at ground level, still alive, and it was shoved out there by a player in Beacon, Barakman, for the Panthers.
Got the crowd on their feet anyway, Sperry, that late.
Certainly did look quite spectacular. It would have been great if he could have marked it. Rucks go to it as well. Dare in front of the situation. Hand pass forward, G. Pingelly player under all sorts of pressure. Liston starting to be very prominent. Got the kick out of the pack. And the mark has been taken down the field by Cronenberg. Gee, Liston's been very, very influential in this second term.
Yeah, a lot of the footy, give us a lot of drive.
Certainly has. And Cronenberg, well, he's only 10, 15 metres in front. Goal scoring opportunity here for the Cougars. They're going to make the most of it.
Push that might come into play.
Going for 10 goal number 7.
It's hard to tell.
Just taking his time. Any kick on goal is a very important kick. And that was an important kick. He didn't kick a goal, unfortunately. He's hit the post. Toolmart scoreboard, 6 goals, 3 to the Cougars, 3 goals, 4 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Fletcher with the ball.
Been a lot quieter this quarter, Spirit.
Certainly has. He had a good first turn. Tries to go with a kick towards Brock, back of the pack, over the top of the ball was a player in row. He shoved it out, back to Brock, Adam Brock, and his tackle pulled to the ground. It's just forward of left centre wing for the Cougars. Out in front of the commentary box, just a bit to the left there. Rucks just set themselves once again. It was one down by Hassel. Going nowhere. A few little tempers getting flared. And we got a free kick has been picked out. No, it's got to be a ball up. Once again, just forward of left centre wing. Hassel over the top. DePayne was there. Boundary line's close. Rowe was there. Sees the ball out of bounds. And Justin Rowe for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Lightly tight. Ball to be thrown in. Left half forward flank. Back of the pack. No takers. Rowe over the ball. One way then the other. Did well. Had the ball almost smothered. Taken there by Austin Schotter. Sorry, that was Stockton Schotter. Kick forward. Nelson used his body. Emerging out the pack was Park. Right into the open goal for the Cougars. That's team goal number 7 on the Toolmart scoreboard. 7 goals, 3 to the Cougars. 3 goals, 4 to the Panthers. And the Panthers, they've been asleep in this second term, and the Cougars have been playing a good brand of footy, Spot Taylor.
Yeah, especially around the ball-ups and all. There's been a lot of ball-ups this quarter, Spirit, but the Cougars have picked the ball off the, out of the scrums or whatever, and shared it around out of those tight packs with quick little handballs, and very good play by Stockton Schotter that come through that time and drove it long and deep.
Just attacked the ball, didn't he? And that was fantastic to see. Kukkerin Rural Services and General Store for all your rural supplies, grocery needs, including Australia Post Outlet and 24-hour fuel service. Kim Gooding is the man. Call in and catch up with them at Kukkerin Rural Services. Rucks go to it. No clear knockout. Trying to get his way through or charge his way through was our man in Fletcher. He was held up. It's got about 10 metres forward in favour of the Panthers. Hassel won it over the back. Beautiful. Quick little hand pass came out. But gee, the tackling from the Cougars has been great. Over the top of it was Schotter. That was Stockton. Now it's tied up down at ground level. Dalton emerges with the ball. Just inside the corner of the square. It was the right half forward flank. Dare used his strength well. Fletcher runs onto it. Good hand skills. Pops a little hand pass out as another good tackle was applied by Jai DePayne on Adam Brock as the siren sounds to finish a very good second term for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars on the Toolmart scoreboard. The Cougars are 7 goals, 3, 45. They are leading the Brookton Pingelly Panthers 3 goals, 4, 22. A margin of some 23 points in favour of the Cougars. With me in commentary this afternoon, Spock Taylor. Spocky, you'd be very happy with that third term from the the second term from the Cougars. They've kicked 5 goals.
Yes, no, a very good quarter. Used the ball well. Won the real hard contests around the packs, and used it better going forward. And their defensive side of it was very good as well.
Absolutely, it was. And just for the Cougars and such. Just picking out Will Liston, we did speak on him a couple of times. Gee, he had a big second term.
Yeah, huge quarter. He's got a lot of talent. I've watched him a few times on a couple of games I've been to this year, and watched him on the training track. He does move very well. Story has he won a couple of fairs from Ballarat. I'm not sure what he's seniors or colts or whatever, but very handy mover.
Certainly is. Guy DePayne's been in absolutely everything as well. Just going down a little bit, Toby Perrin's been effective out on that wing as well.
Yeah, Toby had a very good quarter that quarter. Josh Harrison in the backhand's been good. Austin shot off half-back. Stockton had a good at that quarter. Sheldon Taylor in the middle did a very good job on Fletcher that quarter. I don't know whether Travaskis is injured or not, Sperry, but I think if they're struggling in the middle or whatever, I think I'd be bringing him up onto the ball.
Yeah, he just seems to be sitting in that forward line, so I've got a feeling that that could well be the case. What about for Brookton Pingelly Panthers? I mean, we did see Fletcher have a very solid first term, but noticeably a lot quieter in the second term. Ben Dalton, I think, was probably one of their better players at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, Ben Dalton had a very good quarter that quarter, Sperry. Yeah, Fletcher faded. He reckon that big fella's going all right.
Yeah, he looks very mobile and very, very handy, Liam Deacon. Adam Brock, number 38, gets his hands on the ball quite a bit as well. Trent Wilson was very good in the first term, but noticeably very quiet in the second term.
Yeah, he was a little bit quieter that quarter.
Okay.
Just around the ground. Spirit half time, Marriage in 7-7, Wage in 2-1. And these are quarter time scores. Williams 2 goals. And Wickman 2 goals 7, so some bad kicking there. And Boddington quarter time with 4-6, Katanning 2 straight.
Okay, well, close, reasonably close at the moment for a couple of them. What about our goal scorers, Spock? You've got them listed now?
No, I haven't, Spirit. I didn't have the budget with me.
Oh, okay, well.
Parks has got 2 for the Cougars.
Yep, Tabascus was about 3.
Two, he missed his third one. They never scored that quarter, Spirit.
Oh, that's right, yep, absolutely. Also...
Toby Perrin's got 1, Stockton Shotter's got 1.
Yep.
And Will...
Did Nelson get 1 or not?
Yes, he did snap one.
Yeah, yep.
And Will... Liston got 1 in the first quarter.
Okay, well, I'll be able to jot them down. Okay, well, thanks very much to Kukkerin Rural Services sponsoring the second term as well. This little talk is brought to you by Peter Rundle, MLA, of course, member for Roe, recently voted back in with a great deal of confidence from his constituents. If you want to catch up with Peter, give him a call at his Nerrington office on 98811 225. Later on in the day, we will be talking about Prices Fabrication and Steel, doing the Man of the Match Award. Also, CSBP Fertilisers doing the Goal of the Day, and Sports Power Nerrington, Lindsay Katrina George doing the Mark of the Day, and the All Good Refund Depot Wage and Containers for Change, cash in your pocket today, original pickups in your area. Use the C4C app to book a collect service. Or we've got to spin it over the top here as well. Just didn't quite fit on. Call 0439 956 175. The depot is open 9 to 1 on Thursday and Friday, and 9 to 1 Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay. Break and come back soon for the third term out here at Stubbs Park, downtown Dumbleyung.
What do you bet on the horses, Pingelly?
Great Southern, the Liberty Rural match of the day, and we do see the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars 7 goals 3-45 leading the Brookton Pingelly Panthers 3 goals 4-22, margin of some 23 points. Third term coming up very, very shortly as we look around and down. With me in commentary this afternoon, Graham Spocky Taylor, and been an enjoyable first half so far, Spocky.
Yeah, it has been. Cougars are down a couple of players through. There was a big ruckman gone off, and Braden Crosby with that bad hit in his back. So down a couple through the interchange, so that might stretch their legs if people start to run a little bit.
Okay.
Fuck the presses.
Our third quarter sponsored Dumbleyung Plumbing and Gas offer emergency plumbing service to the area, such as burst pipes, blocked drains, gas issues, including all new installs. Our service is prompt and efficient. Call Malcolm 0429 232 987. A local that you know. Siren sounds to commence play. Dare was in the ruck, pick him over the top. Dalton quick hand pass. The chain ends up with Fletcher. Fletcher for the Panthers goes wide and long. Good mark out there by Brock. Adam Brock, perhaps a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. Kick forward was good to Dalton, who made good ground down. He went looking for Travascus. Somehow it came back to him. Snapped on goal, it bounces. Has got enough petrol in the tank. And I'll tell you what, a big tackle's been laid. Play on's the call. And gee, out of defence, the Cougars come. A long kick. It was from Holmes, I think. O'Neill it was. It's just outside the attacking 50-metre arc. Cameron Jett, a toe poke through the ground. It was hand pass by Hassel. Went with a good kick on goal to Rowe. And a goal on the board, and a quick one it was, to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Justin Rowe had a great goal, a contender for the CSBP Fertilisers goal of the day, a banana kick, and a brilliant bit of play. Toolmart scoreboard, 7 goals 3 to the Cougars, 4 goals 4 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, and a good attacking play by the Panthers. Spotty.
Yeah, it was. Sheldale's handle was probably a bit harder to listen them, and it bounced off him, and then Cougars pounced on it, and away they went.
Okay, well, it's back to the centre. Dumbleyung Plumbing and Gas, Malcolm Roberts, sponsoring the third term. Beacom over the top, he won it down beautifully towards Dalton, but great bit of work by Liston. Very quick on his feet, kick forward was good on his left foot. It ends up with Sheldon Taylor. He was buffeted out of the way. It comes to ground level once again. Stacks on the mill. We've got a whistle on play and a ball up. Just favouring the Cougars slightly from the centre area. Rucks again to it. No clear knock. Ground level. Rowe was in there. Flicked it back doors. Picked up by Sheldon Taylor was good. Sweeping back door to Liston it was. Goes forward. Gronenberg. It was a nice capture. Drilled the pass forward. Chopped off, I think it was Souness in front. Hand pass went forward to Dalton. He goes back door to Pickett. He's dispossessed. Good work down there by the Cougars. It's still inside the attacking 50-metre arc. Pack forms around the ball. We will have a ball up.
Don't feel these today, Smithy, if you ball up.
Oh, it's been scrappy, but been pretty intense as well. This time, Rucks go to it. Comes to the back of the pack. Soundness, couldn't quite control it. Over the ball, fights hard for it. Umpires his knife. Give it to me again, boys. Pretty ferocious. Good tough tackling going on. Rucks again go to it. Dare wins it down. So many numbers around the ball, very hard to clear it. Quick kick from Bailey Parsons went forward, was good. Adam Brock was under it, couldn't quite complete the mark. It's touched out of bounds and we'll throw in.
Half time around the place, Sperry, Wagen 2-1, Narrogin 7-7, Williams 3-4, Kukkerin 3-8, and Boddington 9-7, Katanning 3-4.
Okay, well, probably a few score lines there that you think was probably going to be the case, but a couple of interesting ones. Ball's thrown in and we might have to do it again.
Favourite Kukkerin.
Supposed to be thrown back towards the middle, not to our goals.
Where's that boundary umpire from? Ball's thrown in, it is thrown to the 50-metre arc. Quick kick out of the back, goes forward. Down level, Rowe was there. Also, Brock for the Cougars. All ground level. Sounders trying to bulldoze his way through one of them. One of the defenders, it was Jacob Sounders. Ball to be thrown up. Beacom taps over the top. The Payne was there. Quick hand pass. He fell. Got it out. Under pressure goes back to Liston. Great work by Liston. Hand pass back to Jai DePayne. Now he turns. Long bomb comes in. It bounces. Park was there. Knocks to the front of the pack with Panthers with plenty of numbers. And Pickett under pressure. Got the kick away. It's been chopped off by Jai DePayne though. He pops up everywhere, doesn't he? See the matter, out of bounds on the full kick. Forward was good. Perrin, great work by him. Drilled the kick in. No one was there. Bit of a bad bounce. It works to ground level once again. Gee, a little toe poke went out. It ends up there with Pickett. Pickett for the Panthers. On his boot. Sends it forward. Okay, free kick deep in defence for the Panthers. Okay. Kick comes across. Oh, gee, that's a dangerous kick as well. Park did really well. Won the ball. Hand passes forward. Snap on goal coming for the Cougars. Goal on the board by young Clegg. Gee, he's a mover, and that was a great bit of work by Liam Park. Take a bow for that. That was fantastic. Knocks the ball. And on the tool mark, and it's also a contender, of course, for the CSBP fertilisers. Got a bit high on the volume there. CSBP fertilisers goal of the day. And
very nice move that Craig. Big like his dad. Very
good timekeeper too there.
Like the grandfather.
On the tool scoreboard, 8 goals each of the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 4 goals, 4 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers back to a 23-point margin. Just a bit of a bump on the sound system there. Wasn't great.
Otherwise, I'm conferring here. I don't know what over. A bad whistle.
Okay, Dumbleyung Plumbing and Gas. They offer emergency plumbing service to the area, such as burst pipes, blocked drains, gas issues, including all new installs. Our service is prompt and efficient. Back to the middle, let's go to it. Listed, been and everything, tries working hard, drives the ball back out of the middle, long kick to the forward line. Back to back, I think Howie was up there in the forward line. Back of the thing is Penny. Sorry, it was Pickett. Hand pass into under pressure was and trying to charge through was Riley Conlon. Did well in the circumstances. He went wide with the kick. It's touched over the line or out of bounds on the ball. Adam Brock. And just conferring. Asking the umpire. The boundary umpire is unsure. He gives it out of bounds on the full. Bit of a wasted as Davidson led. And we're just conferring. I would have thought it was definitely out on the full. And it is. Ooh. Okay, well, it could be a good kick yet. Ronenberg, so is Matty Dare. Just couldn't quite take possession of it. Beacon got a sweeping hand pass wide to Fletcher, who just trimmed to the vital stage. Now he's over the ball and he's going to get punished. Gee, it's just going Cougars' way as well. Austin Shotter emerges. Little kick forward was excellent. Found his target. Mark's been taken by Davidson. Watch Davidson for the Cougars. Well, goal for an opportunity here once again. Take a decent kick still. So Davidson. Gee, Fletcher was unlucky. Big hand pass came flying out. He just lost his footing and then he got gang tackled. So in comes Alex Davidson. Kick off his boot, stay right. One behind only. 2 mark scoreboard. 8 goals, 4 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 4 goals, 4 to Brookton Pingelly Panthers. A margin of some 24 points. In favour. Kick comes in, it was good. I went looking for Wilson. Couldn't quite complete the mark. It was down too low. Was touched by the ball thrown in just inside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Cougars. Here in third term. Ball's thrown in. Beacon back of the pack. Trying to come through was Howie. Quick hand pass to Gronenberg over the top. To Austin Shotter. Quickly on his boot. The ball goes high into the forward line. No mark. Comes to ground level. Lacks a fortune. But great defensive work by the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. And they've got the ball tied up. Some 20 metres out from their defensive goal. Beacon been very good in the ruck today. Quick hand pass, flat out. Howie was there. Little toe poke from Clegg. It's gone out of bounds on the foot. Well, just pretty much kicked it off the ground almost. So, out of defence, it comes. It might be Conlon.
Kick.
Good kick. Finds its target just outside of the attacking 50-metre arc. Panthers go forward. Target's been found once again, Cameron Jetta. A young, slimmed down version of Cameron Jetta. He goes with the long kick. Pack forms. Austin Schotter was excellent. Goes back in after the ball. Ball smothered off his boot. Trying to get it out of defence. Fair bit of pressure now coming on from the Panthers. Umpire blows the whistle with the ball up. Just shy of the centre half forward region for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 4 goals 4 they have on the board, trailing the Cougars 8 goals 4. 24-point margin. Quick kick from Dalton out of the pack was good. Sent the ball forward. Hands up ground level. That was Woodhouse. Swung the hand pass wide. Out wide. Was it Fletcher? It was. Tight angle. Through for one behind. Would have been a fantastic goal. Toolmart scoreboard, 8 goals 4 to the Cougars, 4 goals 5 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. And here in the third term. Kick came in. Mark's been taken by O'Neill. His little kick forward to Ryan Taylor was good. Taylor unloads, a long one. Howie crushes the pack late, and a shove and a free kick will go the way to Conlon, Riley Conlon. He's in front. Pretty reckless by Howie. He just got through. He couldn't quite get there in time, but he still continued. Oh, Beacon is the recipient of that, so he goes with the kick. Oh, gee, that is a good grab by Josh Lee, a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin. Mark of the day. Kick went forward. Harrison did really well. Ground level. Sheldon Taylor put his boot into the ball. Quick little hand pass out. It was to Rowe, goes to Collard, over the top, hand pass again, back to Rowe, takes on all comers, snaps on goal. A beautiful goal. No, it's one behind only. Should have been a goal for all the effort that went in. Toolmart scoreboard, 8 goals 4 to 4 goals 6. The Cougars leading here in the third term, brought to you by Dumbleyung Plumbing and Gas. 0429 232 987. A local you know, Malcolm Roberts. Give him a tingle if you need some good plumbing work done. Ball is now just forward of left centre wing for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Rucks go to it, Beacon over the top to Fletcher. Takes possession. Oh, I tell you what, good little kick as he puts it out in front of our man there in Woodhouse. One way then the other. Goes long to Travascus. Is he out in front of him? Boundary line's too close. It's out of bounds. We'll have a throw in outside the attacking 50-metre arc for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 30, 48 please. 30. Some margin of 18 points. 52 I've got. Sorry. Okay, ball thrown in. Inside the attacking 50-metre arc. Dalton at ground level. Works hard. Cougars with some numbers. Good hand pass. Back, shot, the ball smothered coming through. Fletcher, a little bit of magic, snaps towards goal. It spins. How's the bounce? Surely not. It's gone through for one behind. Toolmart scoreboard, 8 goals 4 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, 4 goals 7 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. They're kicking a lot of points. Spock.
Yeah, they're coming. They're trying.
Ball comes into Holmes. Connor Holmes in defence for the Cougars. He goes with the kick out to left half back, clears all and sundry out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in. Left half back flank for the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars here in the third term. So that should be 52-31 we're looking at. Ball's been thrown in. They go back trying to charge through as O'Neill. Took on all comers. Holding the ball, says the umpire.
Holmes, I think it was.
Holmes it was. Okay. Fletcher starting to be prominent in this turn. Goes long. Travascus in front. Play on's the call. Big fist coming from behind. It's a soccer kick to the corridor. How's it going to bounce? Davidson. Quick little hand pass. Back doors to Ryan Taylor. A measured kick to Stockton Schotter, who's in the right back pocket region.
Go along.
Schotter with the ball. Not too many options. Decides to hang a little bit low. Jake Nelson was there. Ground level, good work. Bit of a throw out. Play on the ball. The umpire didn't spot it. Quick kick in towards the centre of the ground into no man's land. Coming through was taken by Bletcherton. Hand pass over the top to Dalton. Gee, he ran into a nest of cougars, or a pack of cougars. Got the kick inside of 50, chopped off down there by Doney. Quickly on his boot, it went forward to Jai Payne. Happened to be in the right position as he usually is. Now he's busy telling the umpire where the mark is. Jai Payne. Measured kick. Perrin is on the end of it. Cougars with possession. The kick goes short, was good, found its target. Another little short kick goes forward, that was towards Nelson, couldn't reach it. Back of the pack was Clegg. He's muscled out of it by Parsons. Clegg goes back in and wheels around, puts the ball on his boots, sent it forward, ground level. Taken by Fletcher though for the Panthers. His kick went long towards right centre wing, tumbles towards the boundary line. Whoa, was it kept in or not? No, it's gone out of bounds.
I'll let it run for 10 seconds.
Need a bit of clarity. Should be a throw-in, I would have thought. And it is far side of the oval. Balls will be thrown in. And Bucks to set themselves. One down. Passes. That was Lewis. He's tackled. We're going to have another ball up as well. George Hassel out there. Use strength well. Down. Listed over the top to Jai Payne. Quick kick goes forward. Gee, that's a nice capture. And by Riley Conlon, and a contender, I would have thought, for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. He just reached over the top beautifully. Riley Conlon, good player, but maybe not a good kick. Out of bounds on the full.
Melbourne beat Brisbane, Spirit.
Melbourne beat Brisbane. Okay.
Up at Brisbane.
Okay, fair effort. Kick comes back here. Cougars with the ball. It is Holmes. I mentioned Kelvin's son, would that be correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, like father, like son.
To Brisbane at home?
Ball's out of bounds far side of the oval. 8 goals for, 4 goals settled. Ball's thrown in. Comes to the back of the pack. Liston left it behind. Was a beautiful pick up by Perrin though. But the Cougars kicked forward. Might have, I was going to say lost it in the sun, but the sun was in the opposite direction. It comes to the back of the pack. Good work by Park. Oh, might have tried to go through too many though. And he's been pinged for holding the ball. A great tackle. A good contender for the All Good Refund Depot wage tackle of the day to Riley Conlon. Make sure you write it down, Spot. It was a good tackle. Okay, the kick comes back to Riley Conlon. There's a bit of a look. Beacon in front.
Played pretty well as well.
Yes, he's a nice mover, playing on as well. Got the hand pass out to Collard. Collard quickly onto his boot. It's a good kick. Goes long. Look for Wilson. Bad bounce though. And the Cougars mop up. Hand pass forward. Down at ground level. Was picked up by Neil, was it? No, it might have been Davidson. Anyway, it's moved down the field. Taken high was Austin Shotter for mine. Play on's the call. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Well, the first tackle was very high, and umpire might have been in a position to see it though, and he's been pinged for holding the ball. Unfair, but that's how it goes. Umpire says, get out of it here, you buggers. So, Jai Patterson coming up with a free kick for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. His little kick was actually chopped off, and a great bit of work by Doney. Stole it. Doney measures the kick. It just stays up. Colin, big fist on the ball. It comes to ground level. Howie ran into a brick wall. Back doors to Doney. Got a good hip and shoulder. Under pressure, kick went forward. And getting that was soundness, I think, has marked the ball. And a bit of a stoush here on left centre wing. Gee whiz, hooking into it. Anyway, play on's the call. Hassel was underneath, and no, there was big Josh Lee. He's wrapped up in a tackle. He's big and strong, tried to shrug it, ground level. Rowe got the little underground hand pass, went out. Ryan Taylor took possession.
Sheldon.
Sheldon Taylor turned. He got the kick away. Good body work, good use. Down there was Daniel Gray. As a hand pass goes back doors to Jai DePayne. This is good football. Clegg is loose. And he's found him down the field in the left forward pocket region, some 35 metres out for goal. Okay, well, the fight sorted itself out by the looks. Hopefully everyone's pulled up all right. Okay.
Looking very into the sun, I reckon, young Clegg here.
Well, he's going for goal number 2, is he?
Number 3, I think.
Number 3. Well, it's a wobbly kick off his boot and through for one behind only. So 2-mark scoreboard, 8 goals, 5. For the Cougars, 4 goals, 7.
Oi!
It is. Well, while I was looking down riding it, it's Austin Schotter put the kick right back into the top of the goal square and a kick out of the pack. Goal on the board.
And Cleggy.
And Clegg again. Well, he missed the last one, but he's got this one. In close. Perhaps a contender as well.
If he had got the first one, we wouldn't worry about that.
For the CSBP Fertiliser. Goal of the day. And young player in Clegg, well done. 2-mark scoreboard, 9 goals, 5. To the Cougars, 4 goals, 7. To the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. You've probably got a good look at that, Spocky.
Yeah, it's very good. It's good contact by Parks. You're right on the square, but as a Dr. Shot was probably over the shot, but he put it to the middle of the square and contest and keeps up and in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, worked out beautifully. So,
Probably needed that one just to settle a little bit because I think Brookton Pingelly had much for players for us.
they have, yes. But still a decent margin. Okay, it's Travascus into the centre of the ground, so we just think he may be carrying an injury or such because he's normally one of the main ball movers for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. He's been
Him and Fletcher have swapped at full forward.
he's been resting up in the forward line. This time, Beacon took full possession of the ball, played well, the big ruckman. Went forward, Jai Patterson was there, ground level, was taken by Liston, quick on his boot, centre forward. Schotter was a nice snatch out of the air. Turns, the kick, forward. Cronenberg was in front, couldn't complete the mark. Coming through was Brock, and he was pulled to the ground out of bounds by Ryan Smith. And we'll have a throw in directly in front of the commentary box here at Stubbs Park Oval, downtown Dumbleyung. The limited rural match of the day, and Dumbleyung Plumbing and Gas sponsoring the third term. Malcolm Roberts. Travascus tried to get the kick away. He's tackled, pulled to the ground now by Sheldon Taylor. And we'll have a ball up once again. Call Malcolm on 0429 232 987, a local that you know. Great for any jobs to do with plumbing. Ground level once again, Liston was good. Got the hand pass to Taylor towards Davidson, or was just a bit wide of him. It was taken by Beacon. He got the hand pass out. Good tackle with pressure. Right half forward flank for the Cougars. Nelson in the ruck. He won it too. It was a beautiful knock down to Jai DePayne. Wobbles it towards the centre of the ground. Ryan Smith tried to go through heavy traffic. Travascus. He tries to go through heavy traffic. Held to him, says the umpire. We'll have a ball up some 40 metres out from the Cougars' goal. Here in the third term. Cougars. Okay, let's go to it. Pack forms. Travascus bumped out of the way. Through the pack was Taylor. Tackle dispossessed just as he went to kick it, and a contender for the All Good Refund Depot wage and tackle of the day, and that was to Jacob Soundness, number 5 for the Panthers. Good strong tackle. Soundness, very reliable defender. He comes, drives along, Beacon behind, almost snatched the mark, just couldn't quite hang on to it. Off hands and out of bounds for a throw in. Just shy of the right half forward flank area for the Cougars, right in front of the commentary box once again. Here in the third term. Thrown in, Beacon wins it down, Travascus through the pack, got the kick forward. Well met though, that was good work. O'Neill, is it, or
Holmes. A very good game today, Spirit.
He has, off that half back. Holmes, kick, well weighted towards Jai DePayne. Back of the pack will come Cronenberg. Boundary line was too close, out of bounds it goes. Dumbleyung Plumbing and Gas, sponsoring the third term. 0429 232 087. Give Malcolm a call. Ball went a bit low, knocked to the front of the pack. Taken by Nelson, quickly little hand pass out. Ball was smothered, underneath it was Soundness, quickly onto his blue. Wobbled it forward, taken by Perrin, hand pass over the top to Sheldon Taylor. High kick into the corridor. Park! Flew. Back of the back, kick on goal! From Clegg, one behind only. Just got tackled as he tried to kick. 2 mark scoreboard, 9 goals, 5 to the Cougars. 4 goals, 8 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Ball to be brought in by Riley Conlon. He's going to drive it long. Sees a big fella there in Lee, very capable. Off hands, out of bounds, throwing on the right half forward flank. Okay. 58. Okay. Ball thrown in. Ground level. Nelson tried to get his boot into the ball, sent it forward 10 metres. Quick hand pass went out to Collard. He lays it off to the side to Conlon. Under pressure, left foot. Just hugs the ground on Travascus. Kept it in. Couldn't complete the mark. Goes back in after it. It came to Rowe. Quickly on his boot. Out of bounds on the full one, I think. There's the free kick to go the Cougars' way. Ryan Taylor. Goes forward with the kick. With the ball is O'Neill. Good player as well. O'Neill. Well weighted. Gee, could be dangerous. Dalton's there. He's pretty good. Hand pass forward to Collard. Setting it up. Long kick. Fletcher was there under all sorts of pressure. Fletcher goes back in after the ball. Turns and snaps a goal for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Good play. A dangerous kick it was. And it's been a bad turnover. 2 mark scoreboard. 9 goals, 6 to the Cougars. 5 goals, 8 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Spocky Taylor.
Yeah, kick when you're kicking into the middle of the ground, especially on a narrow oval like this one, Sperry has to hit the target spot on. That one bounced between the 2 Cougars and Pingelly pounced on it in a one-on-one contest, and Fletcher kept his feet better than the Cougar boy and kept his feet and snapped on his left.
Yeah, good kick on goal. Was perhaps a contender for the CSBP Fertilisers goal of the day. Back to the middle it goes. Here in the third term, been a good tussle. Rucks go to it, no clear knockout. Dalton was good to Travascus. Just let it go as he went to grab hold of it. Goes back to Dalton, lays it off to Conlon. Conlon from half back. Has a bounce. It almost come back in, up into his nose. He goes back doors. It was to Dalton, who goes wide, marking taken by Beacom. Beacom the ruckman, turns, skills, goes with the kick out in front of Brock. One way then the other. He's tackled. Tries to shove it off. This is going to be done. Holding the ball. And that is a big contender for the All Good Refund Depot waging. Tackle of the day. And that's to the young fella, is it?
Sandoni.
Yeah, Sandoni. Great tackle. Well, he thought he was going to get off him or push him off or get around, but that wasn't the case. Kick went forward. Ground level. Good work, Beacom. Nice pick up by the big man. Through the middle, got the kick away, went long and forward, getting back as a good mark to Holmes. Holmes with the ball. Perhaps a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. Holmes, well weighted, kick, went forward, was good.
Yeah.
Found Sam Howie. Just holds up play for the Cougars. Wow. So, opposite punt went to Gronenberg, who just Nelson couldn't quite mark the ball. I don't know whether it just come down too quick on him or not, but now we've got a free kick to Beacom, the ruckman.
20 seconds.
Liam Beacom.
He's got a very good quarter.
Really good quarter, had a good game as well. High kick, goes long. Lee was there. That's a good grab from the side. A contender for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. And that went to, I think it was O'Neill. The kick went forward.
No, it was Howie.
It was Howie, was it? Well, it was a good capture. Okay, Siren Sounds to finish the third term here at Stubbs Park Oval in downtown Dumbleyung. We see the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars 9 goals, 660. Leading the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 5 goals, 8-37. A margin of 23 points in favour of the Cougars. Pretty good term for both teams there. At least the Brookton Pingelly Panthers made up a few goals there. With me in commentary this afternoon is Lockie Taylor.
Yeah, they probably missed a few goals they could have got, Spirit, too, so they could be a little bit less than what they were. But Cougars only went forward 2 or 3 times, but they did get a couple of goals out of those occasions. They did go forward. But Panthers, the ruckman, Deacon was very good that quarter. Vacus in the last 5 minutes coming onto the ball. Fletcher was good early. But no, well done. Brookton Pingelly will be still hanging in there.
Yeah, well, they've still got a chance. It's 23-point margin, so last quarter's going to tell the story as to what both teams potentially made of. What about goal scorers, Rocky?
Goal scorers, I've got Sperry for Daniel Vasquez 2. Oh, geez, I didn't write them down. I did write them down somewhere. For the Cougars, Will Leston's got 1, Liam Parks 2, Stockton Shotter 1, Jake Nelson 1, Toby Perrin 1, and Clegg has got 3. Fletcher got 1 that quarter. Who else got 1 that quarter?
It's pushing the old brain cells a little bit. Anyway, you might have a think.
Sorry,
no, you're right. So we just want to. Oh, you're right.
I'm only missing 1. That was in the first half.
Okay. no. As the siren sounds, rucks commence, beacon over the top. Travascus didn't quite sit for him properly. It's gone to ground level once again. Pack forms. And we've got a whistle on play. And a ball up. In the centre of the ground, 9 goals, 6 to the Cougars. 5 goals, 8 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Rowe tries to go through the pack. Too many numbers there, and umpire blows the whistle. Been a pretty scrappy old game today as well.
No big issue.
And Beacon being good in the ruck there. Oh, Travascus was excellent. Charged through, got his boot on the ball. Lee just got a bad bounce. Came to ground level. O'Neill tried to get the hand pass out. Taylor was there. Off the ground, it was a toe poke forward. Tumbles towards the goals. And the Cougars with a good defence back there. It was Holmes, and it's gone through for 1 behind only. Toolmart scoreboard, 9 goals, 6 to the Cougars, 5 goals, 9 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. In the last quarter, brought to you by Kukkerin Yavis. Kick came in and went wide, and Toby Perrin with the ball. Half back, measured kick as he goes forward. Beacon though, over the top, good mark. Played a fabulous game. Spears the kick in towards centre half forward. He found his target. It might have been Collard, not sure. Ground level. Looks like Rowe from here. I think get the binoculars out. Tries to measure the kick. He puts it in and in front. That was a good mark taken by O'Neill. O'Neill gets the kick away. He finds Liston. Played a very good game today. Will Liston, number 2. The kick forward was excellent. Cronenberg runs onto it. Cronenberg turns back to Liston. He's got a bit of room in front of him. Runs 3/4 of his measure. Goes forward. Getting back was Lewis Parsons. How's the bounce? It does sit for him. Oh, like a fox. Good evasive skills as he wheels around. Gets the kick away to Fletcher and he marks on his chest on the left half back flank. Fletcher with the ball. Kicks. Didn't quite find his target. Ground level though, and coming in late was a good tackle. Play on's the call. I thought it might have been in the back. But with numbers, it pops out. Patterson was there. Couldn't take the ball with him. Hand pass goes back doors. It was good. Back to Harrison. He goes forward to Cronenberg, who marks the ball on right centre wing.
Josh Harrison's played well too.
So Cronenberg with the ball for the Cougars. Measures the kick. It was forward. It was good. He found his target. Jai DePayne, I should say. Starts with the letter J anyway. Jai DePayne. Long kick. Well weighted. Found the target as well. It was Nelson. Good like that was maybe Dare. Out of bounds. Well, not sure if he was right on the line when he tried to mark it or not. Would have been handy for the Cougars. Kukkerin Yavis sponsoring the last turn. Ball's thrown in. Dare knocks it to the front of the pack. Liston was there. Hand pass goes back door. Lewis Parsons. Can't get around Liston, goes back in hard after the ball, and well done to him. He's tied it up. The ball up once again in the Cougars forward line here in the last turn. Plenty of players around the ball. It's going to be easy up there. Hand pass from Soundness, I think it came out. Running out there slowly was Conlon. Has a look. Got the kick away long. Austin shot it. Couldn't quite rake it in. Goes back in after the ball. Brilliant play, Austin Shotter. Drilled it forward and Clegg, is it on the end of it?
No, Davidson.
Oh, Davidson it was. Went forward now. Stockton Shotter tried to force his way through. He's been wrapped up in a really good tackle. Holding the ball. And the free kick goes to Soundness for the Panthers. A contender as well for the All Good Refund Depot Wagen tackle of the day. The kick goes long and strong and forward. Hand pass comes inboard to Fletcher, the running Fletcher. He's got a bit of steam up. Charges through to Vasquez. On his own at centre half forward. They're mounting. They're building something here. The kick is wide. Getting underneath it was Jai Patterson for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. He's marked the ball and is within goal scoring range. Nice manoeuvre. It all started from a real good tackle in defence from Jacob Soundness, and maybe a goal scoring opportunity for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Very young player, and he comes. Kick is nice off his boot. It fades to the left, 1 behind only. Gee, they needed a goal. 5 goals, 10. The Panthers are trailing the Cougars 9 goals, 6. As we wait for the ball to come in. Big booming kick. It looked like a torpedo or a tornado came out. Anyway, down front, it's picked up by Brock. Kicks the ball into the corridor. Gee, just dropping it at the crucial stage. The Brookton Pingelly player flicks it out the back. Pickett was there. Good work by the Cougars, though. They are desperate in defence. It's 10 metres out from the goal front for the Panthers, and they've got the ball tied up. Gee whiz. Dropped what he should have taken. Rucks again, go to it, to the back of the pack.
Liston again.
Yeah, Liston again. Rows it beautifully. Bit of a nudge forward. Good play, but no, free kick is going to be picked out. It's going to go the way of Gray as he draws it forward to Brock. And Adam Brock takes the mark and is within potentially goal scoring range. Going to take a good long kick though. Here in the last quarter. Kicks from 47 metres out. Gee, he's got the distance, he's got the accuracy. A really good goal to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. On the Tilmart scoreboard, 9 goals, 6 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. 6 goals, 10 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers.
Who kicked that one through?
Brock, Adam Brock. So they roll along to 60, playing 46. And a margin of some 14 points. So, it's neck and neck. Last quarter brought to you by Kevin Hardy Yabbies, Kukkerin. They want your Yabbies now. Rucks go to it once again. Dare went high. Travascus tried to come through. Ooh, ground level play on was the call. Hand pass from Rowe forward to Beaton was good. Travascus on the end of it. It's a wobbly kick. It's into open territory up there. Running onto it was a big fella Lee. His kick into the corridor. It's come to ground level. Mopping up down there was Doney. Whacked the ball on his boot and sent it wide. And running out there was Howie. Also Dalton. Dalton picks the ball up. Boundary line's close. Good pressure. Out of bounds. We'll have a throw in on the left half forward flank for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 14-point margin.
Good mark, that's Barry. Fletcher.
Yes. Just wasn't paid. Ball to be thrown in. Left half forward flank. Dare did well. Laid the hand pass off to Liston. Tumbled the ball forward. Soundless in front. Aggressive. Got the hand pass back doors. Good tackling on by the Pingelly Panthers. And held to him, says the umpire. And we will have a ball up. And that was Bailey Parsons coming with a strong tackle. Rucks again lean into each other. Knocked to ground level. Rowe was there. Couldn't get his hands on the ball. Now he goes back in after it. Desperate in there. Great work. Hand pass ends up with Perrin. Perrin drives the ball long, getting across. Lewis Parsons read it beautifully. Marked it on his chest. For the Panthers. Steadies the ship. Looks into the sun. He's thinking about switching play. Now he doesn't. Fletcher was a good kick. It was well weighted. Tried to pay him sort of a tall footballer spot. Just over his head. Goes wide. Now it's there. It's a player in Fletcher. Good tackle, good pressure. It was Collard. Simon Collard. And he's out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's just forward of left centre wing for the Cougars. Practically right on left centre wing. Right centre wing for the Panthers, of course.
Man down in the middle of the
Yeah, Travascus hit him.
Rucks to set themselves. Liston was good. Quickly onto his boot and sent the ball forward. A good snatch, good take by Clegg was it. Bangs away the goals. It gets an off bounce, goes wide. In defence, under all sorts of pressure. The Panthers, and a nice bit of work coming out. I think who drives the ball long to left half, black whistle on play. A free kick down the field. And it will go the way, I think, of might be Gray, Daniel Gray. He goes with a long kick. Fletcher pack forms off the pack, was taken by Howie. Quickly on his boot, goes long and forward, getting across there, trying to keep it in. Was our man there in Park it was. Okay. Just lost him, trying to dig him up. There's too much writing on me, a bit of paper. Let's see what's there. Ball to be thrown in right half forward flank. Beacon behind, no clear knock. Dare was in front. Pack forms. Says, give it to me, boys. We'll try again. Last course just ticking away. Dare got the best of it. It went down. Good kick out of the fence.
Good mark.
Standing his ground. That's a terrific mark. A contender. It is O'Neill. And it's a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. Switch play goes wide. It's good to Park, I think. Goes long to Austin Shotter, turns. Oh, Stockton Shotter, beautiful kick, and Nelson in the goal square has mucked the ball from the Cougars. And that was great play from the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, and Stockton Shotter, he didn't muck around, quickly played on.
Great mark on Mitch O'Neill on the other side, Sperry.
That was a fantastic mark. A big contender for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. Take Nelson. Well, you can't miss from there. In he comes. Just toe pokes the ball through the goals, and that is team goal number 10 for the Cougars.
2 to Nelson.
And 2 to Nelson, so 10 goals. 6 to the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars, leading the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 6 goals, 10. Been a very good game. 20-point margin now, and might be. Well, it's a bit to make up Spock, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably halfway gone, Sperry. So it's going to be a little bit hard in a low-scoring game. But
they've been trying. There's no two ways about it. Just hasn't quite worked for them. Rucks go to a Beacon, quick hand pass down the front. Pretty good look sort of football. A nice movement, goes low and long, and comes to the ground level right half forward flank. Taking Brock one way, then the other. Puts on his boot. Harrison over his head. How's the bounce? He's just trapped it inside. It's hit the post.
It's the post.
One behind only, 10 goals, 6 to the Cougars, 6 goals, 11 to the Panthers. Goal there would have been very handy for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Kicking with Stockton Shotter. Only man that wanted the ball, and a good mark it was. He laid it off to O'Neill. Steady, he's got the little kick forward, was good, great body work by Bletchenden. Tries to trap it. Sheldon Taylor did well, fought hard, he got it out. Hand pass ends up with Jai DePayne. Here's a little kick forward. Here's Jordan. That is a terrific mark. Taken there by Nelson. Jake Nelson drives a long one towards the goal square. They're back almost a Clegg. Couldn't quite hang on to it. They're under all sorts of pressure. Free kicks being picked out. Goes away the Brookton Pingelly Panthers to Bailey Parsons. Parsons with the ball deep in defence.
He's been good back there today.
That's a great kick out as well. He went for Lewis Parsons, probably dropped what he should have taken. Liston's little kick forward was excellent, and the mark is being taken by Davidson.
No, Clegg, I reckon.
It is Clegg, is it? Okay, a little bit similar. Speedy, zippy little players. And Clegg with the ball. Well, he'll kick from 38 metres out from goal. 37. Goal scoring opportunity going for team goal number 11.
Team goal number 4 for himself.
Team goal number 4. Well, then he comes. Clegg runs in. Well, he went for the pass. Maybe should have went for a shot on goal. Didn't quite come off. Coming out. Great work. Soundness, I think, backed himself. Got the hand pass forward. It swings back doors. Under pressure, the Panthers. They might cough it up yet. It goes out. Stockton Shotter goes through the pack. Hand pass out to Clegg. Good tackling going on. Davidson got cocked high. Went to ground level. They're fighting hard. A hand pass swung over the top. Getting back with soundness. The boundary line's too close.
I called it deliberate.
Oh, deliberate. Okay, well, soundness to come up with a free kick for the Panthers. 10 goals, 6 to 6 goals, 11. Cougars in front. Long kick. Come to the back of the pack. There was Holmes. Just steady. Hand pass. Dangerous. Went over the top to Austin Shotter. Holmes might get it back yet. It sits up for him now. Under pressure. Hand pass to Taylor. Goes back to Austin Shotter. Does well to go through heavy traffic. The kick was good. He found Jai DePayne, who marked the ball out on the just forward of the half forward line. Well, in between half forward and centre. Got a bit of a whack in the ribs.
Eagles lead by 28 points at 3/4 time, Sperry.
Goodness me. Who are they playing?
St Kilda, isn't it?
Well, who would believe it? The kick goes in long and strong, and Liston was there one way, then the other. Good tackling pressure though. Stockton Shotter tried to keep it alive. He's gone out of bounds. We'll have to throw him. Deep in the left full forward pocket region, 10 goals, 6 to the Cougars. 60 leading the Brookton Pingelly Panthers, 6 goals, 11-47. Ball will be thrown in. It's in the Cougars forward line again. Last quarter, brought to you by Cavanati Yabbies. Knocked to the front of the pack. Rowe was there, maybe taken high. Play on, no, umpire blows the whistle. And we'll have a ball up once again. Cavanati Yabbies and Kukkerin. They want your Yabbies now. Call Mary for everything that you need to know. 98646054. Cavanati Yabbies. Ball is thrown in. Huge pack of players around the ball. And a little toe poke comes out of the pack. It does go forward. Running onto it was Brock. He was tackled. Play on's the call now. Hand pass back indoors. Pack forms. We'll have a ball up. Pretty hard for any clear football and that sort of pack there. Spotty tail.
Yeah, really hard. Full time around the ground, Sperry, Wagen 5-7, Narragin 14-16, and Williams 5-6, Wickerton 11-9.
Okay, well, probably predictable. Good pressure and tackling going on there, and the ball is out of bounds. A throw in. It's just on the left half forward flank area for the Cougars. Been there for a little while too. Ball thrown in once again. Dare in front. Wins it down. Goes back in after the ball. Sounder supplies the tackle. And we'll have a ball up once again. Just on the 50-metre arc for the Cougars. Ducks go to it. Dare wins it. Comes back to him. And there was Sheldon Taylor fighting hard for the ball. And the umpire blows the whistle. Pretty hard seeing this ball getting shifted too far from the the players.
Umpires have sore arms from throwing it up.
Yeah. Well, the big ruck knock was good. Gronenberg over the top of the ball, shoved out of the way, taken and tried to go through was Holmes.
Been very good today, back
Yeah. Played a good solid game of football.
Him and O'Neill off half back have been very good for the
Been
team.
very good for the Cougars. Good straight attacking sort of play coming off that half back line. Austin Shotters took it out of the air, had the ball smothered by Patterson. How's the bounce? Went to Lewis Parsons. He's wrapped up in a very solid tackle as well by Perrin. And we'll have the ball up. Just almost on centre half forward for the Cougars. It's been stuck in that area, half forward line for a little while. Back of the pack was Fletcher, quickly on his boot. High, underneath the ball was Holmes. Stood his ground and marked the ball beautifully. Signals he wants to go long. Connor Holmes. And goes short, the kick was good, found his target. And Austin Shotter, who wheels around, that's a good kick. Perrin made himself available. And he's found him right on the 50-metre line. Good play, Cougars.
Pretty far out of the Spirit.
Okay, well, he's going to kick from outside of 50. We'll take a good one. His legs look a bit skinny, but you never know.
Been very handy on that wing today.
Played a good game. He's a quality young player as well. Toby Perrin, in he comes. He's going to unload. Powerful kick. Long, right to the top of the goal square. What happened there? Was that a kick? Touch. It was. God, I wonder what happened. It looked like almost a kick out of mid-air. So one behind only 10 goals, 7 is to the Cougars, leading the Panthers 6 goals, 11, 67 plays, 47, 20-point margin. The kick came in. It's on the left half back flank. It's a nice pickup. Charging out of defence. Who was it? Soundness, perhaps. Not sure. He's going to run too far, says the umpire.
He did have a bounce.
That was Lewis Parsons. They look a bit similar. Just the last segment might have been one step too far. There, lays a quick little hand pass off the Jai to Payne. Sends the ball long, almost sticky hand. And a Clegg in front of the pack. Snap on goal. Another one. That's 4 for Clegg for the game. Team goal number 11 for the Cougars. On the Toolmart scoreboard, 11 goals, 7. The Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars leading the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. 6 goals, 11. With me in commentary, Spocky Taylor. That was a good, beautiful snap on goal as well.
Yes, it was. And come from the sort of the centre line again. Cougars locking it in there and not letting it out. And Pingelly did have a crack at the start of the quarter, but I think the Cougars settled down and should have enough in front for it.
Yeah, going to be very, very hard task from now, that's for sure. Okay, ball's back to the centre, Cabanati Yabbies. And Dare in the ruck. Beacon won the tackle, got it through. Liston was quick off the ground, sent the ball forward, getting back. It was a good mark. Taken by Parsons, I think. They look a little bit similar. Parsons and Soundness out of defence, he's charging. Drives the ball long and out wide. It was good towards Beacon. Ground level. Hand pass, swung over the top, sets up the big ruckman. He turns, gets a bit of a banana kick into the corridor, and Lee in front, sticky hands, marks the ball. Josh Lee for the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Goal scoring opportunity, and boy, they need it. Josh Lee. Team goal number 7. He's going for it. The kick is long. Looks like umpire went. No, goal on the board. Too much excitement out there, but definitely a goal on the board. It was a good kick, a good effort. 11 goals, 7 to the Cougars. 7 goals, 11. Sorry, yeah, 7 goals, 11 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers. Okay, 73 plays, 53. It's a 20-point margin once again. Ball's going back to the middle. Cabanati Yabby sponsoring from Kukkerin for the last turn. Give Mary a call. 98646054. Chasing your Yabbies right now. Rucks go to it. Beacon took full possession of it. Quickly on his boot. Little pop forward. How's it go? Brock runs onto it. He's dispossessed. Great work by Austin Shotter. He's tackled into the ground and one of the ball up. Just still inside the centre square, favouring Pingelly towards the right half forward flank. And Rucks set themselves. Great work by Rowe, as it might have been Waterhouse, as he went out of the middle, drove the ball long. Pickett was there, hand pass across. Harrison under pressure, threw it out in front. Travascus was there. Good work in there by Doney. Got the kick away. Lewis Parsons was there. Tackle on Sheldon Taylor. Ground level. Play on's the call from the umpire. Good call too. It goes out towards Gronenberg. Tackle pulled to the ground.
Gronenberg.
Okay, it was Gronenberg. So it pulled to the ground and we'll have a ball up. Once again, Rucks go to it. Up the arm by Howie. Over the top. Fletcher was good. Burst out the middle. A high kick goes in the forward line. Travascus was underneath. He got crashed into by Harrison. And Travascus either mark or free kick. And he'll kick from 40 metres out from goal. An opportunity. The goal here would be very interesting, but time definitely against the Brookton Pingelly.
We can handle that.
And he comes.
You need as many minutes as goals.
It's a long stab towards goal. Good kick. It's goal on the board for the Panthers. Just makes it a little bit interesting. So on the Tilmark scoreboard, 11 goals 7 to the Cougars. 8 goals 11 to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers.
Still 15 minutes to go.
So 73 plays 59. 73 to 59. And that's a margin of some 14 points. Still a chance. Are the Panthers. Cabanati Yabbies sponsoring last turn. Ruck set themselves. Oh, full possession by Beacon. The big ruckman took him on. Kicked forward. Couldn't quite find his target. Getting back was Doney. It's just over the ball, taking his time. Won't set up for him. Pickett was there. Boundary line was close. It's gone out of bounds and we'll have a throw in on the far side of the oval. 60 metres out from the Brookton Pingelly Panthers goal. 14 points in favour of the Cougars. Ball's thrown in, Rucks go to it. Ground level, Howie put his head down, burst through, good play. Hand pass to Liston. He drives the ball long. Nelson
Good
was
mark.
there. Good capture. In front. Contender for the Sports Power Narrogin mark of the day. He goes wide to Jai DePayne. DePayne steadies. Goes for the kick.
Still on.
He's found Sheldon Taylor. Taylor just keeping possession of the ball. Liston made himself available. It was a bit tight, but he was up for it.
No.
Will Liston again, another little short one. Just holds in the air. It's okay. Howie, hand pass. He lays it off to Karen. Drills the pass forward. Down low. Didn't quite sit up. Bit of a snap on goal happening. Ricochet. Come back. Out wide. Ground level. Clegg was there. Davidson was there. He got the kick away. Ball's almost in slow motion down there. Under pressure. Out it comes from
Small
Conley.
party.
The kick was high. Not to ground level. Good work as it's down at ground level by Park.
35.
And the ball has gone out of bounds. I can throw in left forward pocket region.
Use that time.
For the Cougars.
Oh,
Looked like they were going to
I just saw that time. I thought. Yeah.
try and get another goal on the board. Just didn't quite happen. Good defensive work by the Panthers.
Good tackle.
Liston's in there. Strong tackle. Getting up with soundness. Ruck set themselves. Flipped over the top. Out the back of the pack. DePayne was there. Also there was a player there in Woodhouse. Kick went forward. Mark's been taken. Oh, it's open right up here. Kick goes out. Bit of a bad bounce to Lewis Parsons. He takes possession. The kick hovers in the air. He's going to find his target. It's Trent Wilson. Wilson wheels around. Punches the ball long. Back of the pack. Mark's been taken at ground level by Rowe, I think it is. Rowe with a little kick forward. Bit of a shove. Travascus marks the ball. A goal scoring opportunity coming up for the Panthers. Some 14 points down. A goal here would certainly help their cause. And the kick is woeful. It might have snuck in for 1 point. 8 goals, 12 it is to the Brookton Pingelly Panthers.
Yep.
2-2-1.
Back to a 13 point margin. Kick comes in. Long, strong. Knock to the front of the pack. Cronenberg was there. Good pick up. Good kick went forward. I think it was soundness. It's chopped off. Mark being paid.
Mitch O'Neill again.
Okay, O'Neill taking some great marks today. In defence, long shadows over the oval. Switches play, goes wide.
10 seconds.
Out there, and that was Sheldon Taylor. He goes with the long kick in the way, fisted away and taken high. Play on's the call, is it?
No, you can't play on for a mark.
Okay, so well maybe he got a shot on goal, but he's too far out. As the siren sounds to wrap up today's proceedings, and we saw the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars run out winners 11 goals 7-73. They defeated the Brookton Pingelly Panthers 8 goals 12-60. A margin of 13 points in favour of the Kukkerin Dumbleyung Cougars. Last quarter was brought to you by Cabanata Yabbies of Kukkerin, and they're chasing your Yabbies. Now, we're going to take a quick break. Back to the studios of 1422 Radio Great Southern, and we'll come back very soon with a wrap-up of today's proceedings.